What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of City Boys Raw and Uncut. Y'all see the title of the video, I say the name. Like, subscribe, and don't mind a wrinkly shirt. Let's go.
We do not want to be your number one priority. Despite what everybody thinks and everybody wants, we want that queen, that princess mentality. The underlying truth is that we like the attention, but we don't want to be your everything. You know what's hot is when you put yourself first and you prioritize you. So a lot of the time when women are going more after that bad boy figure, it's because they're not giving them the attention that they want and that they're seeking, making them hard to get. Now, over time, this becomes toxic in the long run. However, there is a really good balance to be had where you don't have to be selfish and but a healthy amount of putting your wants and your needs first, showing us that you have a healthy social life, that you care about the
She's absolutely right about that, man. They don't like when you put them first as much as they like to tell you. I always say this: don't ever ask a woman how to get a woman. Go ask another man how to get a woman. I'm telling you right now, and don't ask a man that's a punk. Okay? What she's basically saying is that dudes that put themselves first and put their needs over the needs of her and stand on their own 10, they like that shit, man. They like that shit a lot, man. And as a former street pharmacist myself, I can't agree with this more, man. This is absolutely right. I didn't give a damn. I had a roster of women and I didn't give a damn about none of them, and they all would crawl to me. I was all of their number one. That's crazy, man. Let's continue.
You know the cliche, women love bad boys. Do you know what all women secretly wish for? A nice guy who can make us feel the way bad boys make us feel. Well, I have good news for you. There are actually things that bad boys do that drive women crazy that you can easily do. Bad boys are confident and comfortable. They're not afraid to hold up.
And this is kind of what I mean when I say don't really listen to women. Yeah, she's got some stuff. Listen, I've done that role before. I played that role when I was the nice guy by being the bad guy. And it works a little bit, but I'm telling you right now, the bad guy role is what they go for, man. Now all that other stuff, extra shit, it's all bullshit, man. Don't believe it.
Bad boy traits that women love. You know what you want out of life and you aren't afraid to go after it. You're protective over the people you love. You do your own thing rather than trying to fit in with the crowd, and you prioritize yourself.
Yeah, there she goes. That is again. It's that self-prioritizing shit that they like, man. They don't like I said. They don't like when you put them at the forefront of your day, of your plans, of your schedule. They want to know that you can stand on your own 2 feet, man. That you don't need them. You know what I mean? I don't need you. With it, without you, I'm gonna function. You know what I mean? They like that shit. They like that you're willing to do whatever. It's kind of like why the females date the guys that are in jail. They like the guys that are in jail because a lot of those dudes, they ended up there. Yeah, they're emotional. Yeah, they're crazy and shit. But they were willing to do whatever it took to get to where they wanted. Whether they wanted a car, whether they wanted vacations, whether they wanted more money, they did whatever it took to get there. And women like that. For real. Let's continue.
Women love bad shit. Anything negative, anything bad, anything that got a bad outcome, they love that shit. They don't like good guys. They don't like predictable. They don't like stable. They hate it. If you take a woman on a date to a place that's dangerous, where there could be a shootout, watch how fast they get dressed. Watch how fast she get ready. Especially the fine women. You never see a fine ass woman with a clean cut nice guy. She with the thuggest dude. Why? Cause he crazy. This motherfucker dangerous. He got guns in the car, weed in the car. Any woman that's a 10 loves a crazy thug motherfucker. She love a dysfunctional dude. She love a crazy ass dude who gonna just take her through the ringer, drive her nuts. She love that shit. Why? Cause he unpredictable. Women hate that shit. They love to be thrown off guard. I don't know why.
And he right about. He absolutely right about that. Women don't like they don't like they like stability in their older years. You know what I'm saying? Women tend to the ones that are 10s tend to be 10s in their younger years. You know what I mean? And when they're young like that, like they don't tend to like to want, because I think a lot of young women are spontaneous as it is. You know what I mean? They don't really have any real direction. They don't. You could tell them one thing and then 10 minutes later they want to do something else. You know what I mean? So like a dude like this is like perfect for them. You know what I mean? Because they're always doing their own thing. They're not really looking to see what you're doing. They're not really planning anything. They don't really have a real life plan ahead of them. They don't, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. But then, like I said, in women's later years, they choose to try to find a guy that's more stable and has a real future. You know what I mean? And that's what pisses guys off. It does. It pisses a lot of guys off. Let's continue.
He exposed why girls like bad boys.
Why don't women inherently go with the guy that's best for them?
To keep it very simple, historically, we have been programmed to conform to being a victim. Women, we like to be the one that got done wrong. This is why we struggle with accountability. Most women chase bad boys because being with a bad boy allows you to end up being a victim at some point or another.
Why do they want to be victims?
It is programmed in us that poor me is some type of flex as a woman and as a mother, where the majority of the women right off bat I knew I was going to be a single mother. I knew. And being a single mother, meaning a woman, poor woman left with children to raise on her own. That is something that they get to flex off of. They believe it is a flex. That's why when I say it produces the worst product, the comeback is, well, he did it to me. The bad boys will allow, you're able to say, girl, I was fucking with Tyrone, he in the streets, bitch. Yeah, he took me out. It was exciting. There's the excitement side, but then there's always, if this doesn't work out with Tyrone, I have a story where Tyrone was the one that did me wrong.
That's crazy, man. Why they had to use my name though, man? But that's crazy though, man. Like that's true. That's the other side that people don't really talk about. As women love to play this victim. They want to walk around like a victim. Well, I got done wrong. Poor me. Woe is me. Feel sorry for me. I deserve all this stuff and yada 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 yada. He did me wrong. It's never I chose the wrong guy. It's never that. It's never I just liked him because he was a street dude. For real. It's never that. It's never gonna be that. It's always gonna be that, nope, Tyrone did me wrong. Tyrone left me with these kids. But what she won't tell you is that Tyrone told her he didn't want to be a dad. Tyrone was just busting them cheeks. You feel me? And while it was both of y'all's fault, you the one that got to carry the baby for 9 months. Tyrone could just go back on with his life and go bust some other cheeks and keep on doing this to other girls. It's crazy, man. Let's continue.
I did a video on why good guys are boring. I think it's only fair I do a video on why girls love bad boys. It's the charm. Bad boys are very charming, extremely charming, and they know women inside and out. Like, it's always the bad guys that be knowing exactly how to talk to you and exactly how to move with you. And bad boys honestly give you a challenge. Like, as much as people want to say, oh, it's toxic and this and that, like, there's a certain level where, like, I feel like your partner should be able to challenge you. And I must admit, like, who doesn't love a good chase? Like, I think healthy chase is not so terrible. I don't think you should give everything all at once. That's what makes the relationship boring, when you dump everything all at the beginning. But I also have to admit, it's ego. I think the more someone shows you that they don't want you, the more you want them. That goes for men and women.
Oh
my God.
There's
just something about bad boys. It's like...
Yeah, I really like her take on the last bit, for real. Women, literally, the more you show a woman how much you don't want her, the more you try to push her away from you, the more she wants you. It's weird. I've had it happen to me, I don't know how many times. It tends to happen with girls that are unattractive, that are big girls or something like that. But, you know, women do like a challenge, man. As much as they say women like to be chased, women like to be pursued, women like to do the chasing too. You know what I mean? You just have to be the guy that that she's willing to chase. And unfortunately for a lot of guys who are nice guys and regular guys, they're not willing to chase you guys because you guys are so quick to step up to the plate. You know what I mean? If you were just a guy that didn't, you know, just don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I learned it from, you know, being, you know, just through life. If you don't care, the less you care about anything, I'm not saying anything like your future, you obviously care about your future, but the less you care about women, I'm telling you right now, the more they pursue you. I don't care what you look like. I know dudes that are ugly as hell. They didn't give a damn about women. When they got to college, and high school didn't work out so good for them, but when they got to college, oh my God. These women were like, why won't this guy pay attention to me? Girls literally complain about their co-workers at work because they don't show them enough attention. There's a story about some girl like going to the HR because the guy wasn't showing her attention because he didn't want to, you know, possibly ruin his job for doing this at all, man. At the end of the day, man, you have to realize, I'm not saying to become a drug dealer. I'm not saying to become a bad boy. but have some bad boy traits, man. Straight up. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, baby.